Good morning, folks. I'm a Hindu. However, 25 years ago, when I was going through a very difficult time, the congregation of the Bay Area Unitarian Universalist Church opened its arms to me. And since then, I have been both a Hindu and a Unitarian Universalist. I was born in India. This is a map of the world, and this here is India. The language I spoke in India is called Hindi, and Hindi comes from a very old Indian language called Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, the word for tooth is dant. Now, when your tooth hurts, what kind of a doctor do you go to? You go to a dentist. Dant, dentist. There's something going on there. In Sanskrit, a male sibling is called bhratra. You call it brother. In Sanskrit, duhitri means what? Daughter. Father is pitr, mother is matra. In Spanish, father is padre, mother is matre. In Latin, the word for queen is what? Regina. In Sanskrit, Rajni. If we start counting, say, let's count in Spanish. I'm using a couple of different European languages. So in Spanish, dos, Sanskrit, due. Tres, trin, or tre. Cuatro, caturo. So how the list goes on and on. So how come there is so much similarity between the languages of India and the languages of Europe? If you look, they are like, this is India, that's India, and this is Europe, and they're like 4,000 miles apart. Many scholars think that the ancestors of the people who now live in Europe and the ancestors of people from northern India, where I come from, all lived somewhere in between. So let's see if you can see this black dot here. That's in between. That's near the Caspian Sea. And thousands of years ago, they began to migrate. Some went north and west into Europe. Some came down south and east into India. But the languages or the words they were using in the language before they began to separate are still found both in European languages and in the Indian languages. So it is possible that thousands of years ago, my ancestors and the ancestors of many of you were the same people. It's just that your ancestors, your great-great-grandparents went that way, and my grandparents went this way. But at one point, we were all one. So may I say, hi, cousins?